thought we got off to a good start. I thought we had some good energy to start the game. Got some really good shots early. And then, can you sustain your effort, right? We have some standards within our program. The first one is sustained effort, and we certainly weren't able to do that. And again, it's when we don't guard or guard well, we struggle, and that certainly was case in point tonight. These guys make a little over 12 threes a game in their wins at about 45%. We made 13 threes at 41% tonight, right? And we just couldn't get them off that line. It put so much pressure on you with Davis, obviously, and it just makes it hard. And their other guys did their job, step up, make shots. No, Waterman 3 for 4. Harvey goes 2 for 6. Right? Matt Johnson makes a 3. So those guys, they kill you because that Davis is he's gonna get his, and you got to do your best to not allow those other guys those opportunities. And we weren't able to do that tonight.
Andy, how much is having a guy like Davis on the other side? You've seen him 4 times now. How much having a guy like him does that maybe distract the game plan in the guys' heads?
I don't think it's
he's such a presence.
I don't think it's distracting. I think he's just really good. It's like you constantly have to be aware. We talked all these last couple of days about having a mentality where you're just constantly remaining urgent, because as soon as you let your guard down, he just takes full advantage of you. And in the first half, he made 4 threes. 2 of the threes we went underneath on a handoff. Another 3 we let him walk right into. That was his last 3 of the half. And then the 4th 3 was we didn't follow our formula in footstep, so he bumped it back and made a 3. So the 4 threes that he made were things that we discussed. We can't allow him to get those kind of threes, right? We got to follow our formula. If he comes off a down screen and we're footstepping full speed and he raises up and makes it, he makes it. But when we go off script and do stuff that we don't work on each day, and he makes it, well, those are the killers. And again, he puts tremendous pressure on you. He's so poised with the ball. He's needs little or no space to be able to get it off, which makes it a challenge. But then when you are making defensive errors or scouting report errors that are allowing him to get open opportunities, it just backbreaking.
You guys had a strong past few weeks when it came to rebounding compared to the first part of the season. Tonight, you guys were down 13 and had a lot of second chance opportunities given away, especially after them losing really rebounding early on. How disappointing is it to have that regression so late in the season happen?
Well, what's hard is that we had to guard the three-point line, and so you have to run 22 and a half feet to get back to the basket to get the rebound. So that was just too much work for us tonight, right, on both sides, offensively as well. We've done a good job of offensive rebounding throughout the year. I think we're averaging double-digit offensive rebounds in our wins. But it just seemed like it was too far a run. It must have been uphill from the three-point line to the basket. We just weren't able to get there. And that's frustrating because it's, you think you're making strides in certain areas. You think you're making improvements in certain areas. Obviously, we talk a lot about being able to rebound as a component of our formula. And then to just not give the proper effort tonight. Even there was a couple times to start the second half where we got stops, and then they got offensive rebound that led to a three-point shot. One led to a layup. When you're trying to get yourself back in the game, if you're not handling all your responsibilities, you're never going to get there.
What type of message do you give to the team if, once that lead was starting to get to 10 points, to try to make sure that it doesn't spiral the way that it did and continue to just go downhill and be able to pile up and get to 20 points and try to halt that there and get a run yourself?
Well, the message obviously didn't work, right? We just, at halftime, we tried to talk about, we're down 10 at half. How can we come out and handle our responsibilities, execute our formula better on both sides? We came out, we got a basket on the first possession. Okay, can we get a stop, right? Can we get a stop or rebound a great shot over and over and over? So we get a basket, we come down, can we get a stop? Mike gets driven to about 6 feet and make a little bank shot. It's like, you can't have that. If you're trying to get your way, if you're trying to work your way back, you can't have those. Like, they didn't earn that. It just went by you and shot a little pull-up. Like, that's just, these guys are too good to give them those kind of opportunities. And we just weren't able to kind of rally ourselves. Sometimes I think we get sad And sad doesn't really help with much. Like, I'd rather mad, frustrated. You can be frustrated. And does that frustration fuel you to, like, go harder, do more, talk better, be more detailed, crash the glass, pressure the ball, like all the things that can help you turn games around or be positive. We just get sad and we want everyone to feel bad for us. But our opponents, they don't care. I don't care. You can feel sad all you want. I'm going to go score again. I'm going to go rebound again. I'm going to take advantage of you feeling sorry for yourself, because that doesn't help. And I thought, like, in the start of the second half of the first half, our offense was not very pretty, and we started to feel sorry for ourselves. Instead of, let's figure this out, let's fight back, let's get coached, let's find a great shot. You know, we settled for a couple of shots that was like, I hope this goes in, but not like staying more engaged and executing better and being more detailed. When you play against good teams, you have to have details. And we just lose our details as soon as we get sad, because we just want people to give stuff to us instead of going and taking it.
And I hope I don't set you off by saying this, but I was just going to ask you, do you think that Antoine Davis's presence distracts them?
I don't really even know what that means. Distracts you. I don't.
The guy scored 2,500 career points. He scored 46 against you last year. And is that in their head?
None of these guys were here.
Pardon me?
None of these guys were here.
Okay.
I mean, like, here's the problem.
Well,
We're trying to distract them. We're telling them, yo, this guy had 46 on us last year. And they're going, he's probably not that good. So I wish they'd be more distracted if that was the case. I wish they'd be more urgent. I wish they'd be more locked in, like, dude, I can't let this guy get a shot. And we're like, he'll probably miss. Oh, he will? Because he's shot 202 threes coming into the game tonight. He took 15 more tonight, and he's shooting 37%. He's an all-time leading scorer in the league. He's the all-time leading scorer in Detroit. And God forbid, if he comes back next year, he might be able to become the all-time leading scorer in college basketball. But we got it. That's on everybody else. Oh, okay, yeah, good. And I thought there was times where we did a decent job on him. I mean, 26 points on 22 shots. I thought at times we did a decent job. But, like, you know, he gets the ball in the corner in front of their bench, shot clock's winding down, Khalil's guarding. I'm like, I got to make this guy put it on the ground. Like, I got to respect what my responsibilities are right here, and I got to execute them, versus, like, I'm going to dare this guy to shoot a three. I mean, does anybody watch him warm up? Like, we've played him 4 times. I don't know if you should say this as an opposing head coach. I love watching him warm up because the dude doesn't miss a shot. Like, I almost told my wife, you should come early tonight and tell my kids to come and watch it, because this is how shooters shoot. And he's meticulous about his prep. Like, all these guys that come in the gym, and we should probably go off the record because I could do this for hours. All these guys that come in the gym, and think they're shooters, he goes to a foot away. He shoots 100 shots in the lane before he even gets to the three-point line. We got dudes that are shooting 22% that won't step inside the three-point line. Yo, how dare you? How dare you tell me to step inside the three-point line? This dude is, like, ridiculous, and he goes a foot away and he swishes every one. And he builds it over and over and over and over. And I said this to our guys in there, and they don't believe a word I say because you guys watch the games, but he shoots like 1,000 shots a day or 2,000 shots a day. And we shoot 20 and think that we're good to go. Like, that, it's just a different level of preparation. But everybody wants the leash that he has and the green light that he has, but not everybody wants to put in the work that he does. That's how you earn it. You know, and it's just like, and we come up with a lot of reasons why we can't work like that, or why we missing shots. Oh man, we're lifting weights too much. Yeah, we lift too many weights. So it just goes round and round. And it's like, are you putting in the work? Are you preparing yourself? Are you getting yourself to a level where you can go out against good teams, execute on both sides of the floor, handle your business mentally and physically? And obviously we're not able to do that yet.
Coach, I don't want to keep you long, but after this probably like 24 performance, you don't obviously want the performance, but how do you rebound from this? It's early February, about to go into crunch time. How do you rebound from this kind of game?
I mean, we will continue to stress and prepare and work the way that we've worked all year long. I think for the most part, so far this year, one of the things that we have done is rebounded with the right effort when we maybe have been a subpar effort game. So I'm hopeful that we can do that again. Obviously, our opponent is a very challenging one in Oakland, so that doesn't always make it easy. And that's why every opportunity you get to step on the court, practice, shoot around, game, like you have to be engaged and be intentional about what you're doing. Right? It's not just passing the time. Like you have to be trying to grasp one little piece of information or get better at one little thing. I mean, some of the actions they ran tonight that we were behind on, I mean, we've gone over it for 3 days. 3 days. And so it just gets to be frustrating. So my hope is that our guys understand that we were not at the level we needed to be at. We got to try and get to that level as quickly as possible. We got to try and continue to follow our offensive and defensive formula. And that message doesn't change. And that message doesn't change, year to year, 4 years to 4 years. It's the same stuff. Sometimes it's a matter of acceptance, and sometimes it's a matter of being able to execute it. And, we've obviously been spotty in both those things.
Any other questions for Coach?